was hoping for some coffee this morning, but not yet. I still have about an hour. I know this is a bit earlier than normal. But that's part of the reason why I'm just reading a book. Hello. Hi Harley, how are you? I hope you both are having a good holiday if you celebrate Christmas. I love the interaction. I've been reading just to wait for you guys, especially here on Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Don't be afraid to give a thumbs up for the holiday or comment. I won't stop you from subscribing, but I won't twist your arm either, and I do try to subscribe back. I haven't gotten to the presents yet because I'm the first one awake in my family. I haven't gotten anything yet. Merry Christmas to you, Tim Crocker. The rest of my family is sleeping so far. Probably about an hour and a half. It'll be better. Hi, Jenny. What's that? What's the one thing you'll tell me? Awesome. Thank you. I do actually have video of the snow we got the other day that made it so possible for us to have a white Christmas. I appreciate it, and I'll probably sub back to you, Squinks. I think that's how I'm saying it. And James, I love those things. I love that, and especially on Christmas. That's all I really want is more thumbs up, maybe a few more subscribers. I do not get paid from Facebook. If you know, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but yeah. I don't have enough subs, but that's okay. I actually plan on going to Massachusetts today to see family. Nice. If you guys have gotten stuff for Christmas, why not let me know? Nice. And if you, why not? I would like to know if you plan on spending any part of Christmas with your family. I actually appreciate and love my family. There's not many, but it's family. There's only one thing I've don't mind mentioning that I've gone in it for someone, and it was a little figurine of Annabelle, the doll. The person absolutely loves horror, so nice, nice. I like football. See, and I'm just hoping I get something. It doesn't have to be much, just even a card. I'm happy, but I think at this point that pretty much all I want is to be able to interact with you guys. End stream. Why do you want me to end my stream? And hello, Diamond. How's your Christmas going? Most of us, at least, is just starting off here in the United States. I don't know where you guys are from. Oh, when will I end? I'm actually not I'm not sure when I'll end. Typically, I stay on as long as there's viewers that are interacting. So if you want me to stay on, feel free to comment, do those heart things. I'm actually about an hour ahead of you. Merry Christmas, VH. I'm an hour ahead of you here. So that I'm on the East Coast in Maine. That's why we actually got snow. So for us, this is going to be a white Christmas. I am basically just waiting for family to show up. Hey, Harley. That's actually a name I've always liked, even before Harley Quinn. But yeah, we have a bunch of snow. I have a video of snow at night downtown, and it ends during the day. Well, downtown in one of the two towns, because I live in what you could call Twin Cities. We usually get a lot more snow in the winter, and I'll probably be posting it too, and going live in it, so feel free to join in again. Hi, Sierra. But the thing is, one of the good things is that if you grow up in snow, it does make it easier to drive in it. I guess some people do have a knack and learn it quick, but I grew up in snow with snow. And when I was a kid, the storms seemed worse. Well, more snow. I'll probably be one of those subscriber squinks. I do subscribe to those who subscribe to me. No kidding. What state are you from, VHS? 115 subscribers today already? So, you guys all took off. Oh no. Why do you guys all take off on me? Hello, Iowa. I've been to the Midwest and probably Wisconsin and Idaho, Wyoming, but I've never been to Iowa. Same. Yeah, it's pitch black here. Still. During the summer, as bright as can be by now. The sun's usually up at 5 something in the summer. And like this time of year, it's usually from around 7 something, I think, that the sun comes up here. Texas. I have family in Texas. That's one state that's one state I have not been to, but I want to. The closest I've been to Texas is Fort Sill, Oklahoma. The good thing is when I got off the army base, I got to see a bunch of wildlife. I even got to pet a wild prairie dog that came up to me. That one was just randomly friendly. Not diseased, no rabies, nothing like that. Just randomly nice. And I got close to a wild buffalo. One of the reasons for that is because Fort Sill is on a Native American reservation. I'm a single dad too. My kid is at the same age as one of yours. And I used to have a cat too, and I miss my cat. He was old. Nothing wrong with clothes. In Iceland, there's a cat that goes around on Christmas, a Yuletime cat, that if you don't get clothes, it'll eat you. I'm glad that's not true, but yeah. You're only 9. Honestly, that's awesome, though. Do you know if you've gotten anything else, kiddo? I've actually been thinking about making videos just for your age group. Because there seems to be a lot of people from your age group that tend to chime in. Plus, being a dad, I do have a soft spot in my heart for kids. Not just one age group, but basically all kids. With gift cards, you could see, I used to like gift cards when I was a kid. And the surprises of an actual gift too, and I actually liked clothes when I was a kid. But we all have our own tastes anyhow. I had an aunt that died in 2009 that she would actually get me clothes. I used to love the clothes that she'd get me because she'd give me some of the best t-shirts. She just had a knack for knowing what people would like. Believe it or not, I get people cards for games too. I like that. That's a good one. Telling your kids that. I told my kid the only thing I want from him for Christmas is a hug. That's it. Academy. Huh. The high school I went to was an academy. And so since we have a 9-year-old in here, I wonder if Santa brought him anything. Hopefully Santa did. And I can actually say that I actually like what your mother said. From your sis. How old is your sis? Is she older or younger than you, basically? Harley, you're 9 too, huh? Younger. See, I have an older sister that's 15 and a half years older than I. I'm closer to my niece's age. Hi, Kimberly. Merry Christmas. And to the kids out there, I hope that Santa brought you plenty of presents, because I know I have more than one kid watching. I also I don't also know that I had a fellow dad watching. So what did you find out, Squinks? I like that name. And I have family with the name Kimberly. I actually like those games too. My son's more into VR, so I usually do something for that or horror because he likes that. Like I got him a horror figurine this year. Oh, I'm sorry about your dog. And hello, girl on the move. I actually had a dog at one time too. I had a dog at one time and a cat at one time. Both aren't with us anymore. So I'm sorry. I do go live, so if you ever need to, you can always pop right in and talk to me. I'm here for kids. My name is Josh. Yeah, I would like to know what time it is here. I like knowing what time it is in different places. Because I have, especially since I've had people tune in from all around the world. And now on Christmas, I just want to see what happens, especially since I get to wish kids a Merry Christmas. It's 420 there. That's funny. I actually like those names, Jaden and Chevy. They're not too common. And so you're the middle child, Harley. So I hope you enjoy that. My father was the middle child. And Squinks is 21 there, huh? Where am I from? I'm from Maine. Where there's snow. And yes, I do have videos of the snow coming down this past storm that was actually good. That's kid friendly too. What did your little brother want? And what's that, Squinks? Australia. I think you're the first Australian that's tuned in. And I hope that you guys all subscribe and give a thumbs up because you guys are awesome this morning. All of you. A puppy. I get that because even my kid went through a stage where he wanted a puppy, and I when I was, let's see, 4 or 5 years old, I wanted a puppy. I ended up getting that puppy, but yeah, stayed with us for years. Your sister wanted a phone, and that's kind of funny. It's early morning here in the United States. What time of night is it there in Australia? You got a phone case. Now, do you have a phone as well? Yeah, because if you don't, that means you might be getting a phone as well for Christmas. But I'm one of those people that does need to keep my phone in a case. It's 10:23 at night. Nice. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy your phone. And these days, I think it is a good safety measure. Nice. That's a better phone than what I have. I hope you get to know that phone well and all that it can do. Huh, tablets can actually be good for kids. So I can't complain with that. It is about 6:25 here. Because I am in Maine in the United States, one of the more northern states. And there's a group. I am in a parking lot right now because I was going to do something, but since there's kids here, I don't do it. YouTube does not restrict it, but I just want to make sure that I have a good impact on kids. It is the 25th of December, Christmas here. And you guys are awesome this morning. I don't think I've ever had a nice. Nice, Squinks. I don't think I've ever had a morning stream that's gone this well. And it's all because of you guys. And I greatly appreciate that. You can tell me if you want. But just remember, there's other people watching this too, Kimberly. And thank you, Harley. I am debating on getting coffee soon. And I do hope that everyone has a great day, great Christmas. Yeah, Squings, I'm not surprised with how early it is for you. Montana, that's one state I have not been to yet that I actually really want to. It is daytime here, but it's like it's almost 6:30 in the morning and the sun's not even up yet. I like those little faces and reactions and all. It's actually beautiful here too. And we're actually, the town I'm in is actually right on the coast. Hi, Aaron. Feel free to give a thumbs up. I'm glad you already commented. I hope that you're having a good day, a good Christmas if you celebrate it. If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? If it was just one place, and it had a place I haven't been yet, I'd probably choose someplace warm, either like in Latin America or Australia. You stayed up to, as in you stayed up to hear Santa? What else on the shelves? I have a feeling you're not talking about that you might be talking about Elf on the Shelf, but I want to see. I'm 40. That's actually kind of funny. That Squings, that's kind of funny. But that's one thing I do like about kids is the randomness like that. I don't stop it. Your elf went to your fan. Huh, now, yeah. We used to have an elf on the shelf too. He used to even show up on pictures that were hanging from the wall. I'm from Maine. Southern part of Maine, but Maine. Like, my favorite part of Maine is up north where there's almost no people. That's actually kind of cool that you have two and that they did that. You're from Melbourne. Nice. I'm actually about a half hour away from Portland, Maine, if you've heard of that, or about an hour and a half north of Boston, Massachusetts. Boston's pretty much the closest major city to me. This is awesome, you guys. See, I would have turned on the fan too, Squinks. Yeah, for the most part, I like the United States. There's flaws like anywhere else. I like nature, so that's easy to get away from what I don't like. You have a girl one? Nice. A girl elf on the shelf? My cat's name was Max, and I like the name Snowy. I bet it was funny, Squinks. Gulliver. I like that name. I haven't I don't like names that are as common. I grew up with it. It can be annoying. So I even gave my son a less common name. And I won't tell you his name right now. There's nothing against you guys. There's yeah, that's for another time. Good to That'll be awesome, Squinks. And I do plan on going live later on as well because because of the presents too, and that I will probably be posting more videos on here too. My you named yours Snowflake, but Snowy for short. I like that. Hello, Sino. And my favorite color is probably tied between black and red. What are your guys' favorite colors, if you don't mind? And I do hope that everyone has a great Christmas holiday. If you celebrate, subscribe because give a thumbs up because I'm going to keep doing this. And this is an example. This morning is an example why you guys. Awesome. So you also like black. That's awesome. Black or gold. Those are awesome, you guys. And black and gold do look good together too. Well, black I think makes everything look good, but yeah. But that's just me. Everyone's opinion is entitled to their own opinion and like what they own and like their own things. Nice. I have a few black pants too. Blue and favorite teal. Blue and teal. My favorite food. Probably pasta. Nice. I like black shirts and all too. I have a few of them. I this like that's why this is black and white because of the black. It's mostly black. Let's see. I do hope that people get what they want for Christmas. And even if they don't, I hope it's something they didn't realize they wanted. And this is actually as old as some of the kids that have tuned in. Almost as old as some of them. I've had it for probably about 4 or 5 years. And I hope that you guys are all subscribing because this is awesome, and I want you guys to tune in whenever I go live again. That's if you guys want. Nice. I'm actually hoping for something along the lines of gift cards. So, yeah. But what I like last night, I realized what I actually wanted, and that was to like go live and interact with, well, like this with you guys. That's awesome, kiddo. Thank you. Thank you, girl on the move. I think that there's been one other, but there are people that have keep tuning in, new people. And so I do appreciate it. And I do try to subscribe to everyone that subscribes to me and watch your videos too. To me, it's only fair to support each other. And plus, like I know that there's some kids that have subscribed. Why not be kind to kids? That's my attitude. That's awesome. I'm sure you wrapped them well, Kimberly. I had an older stepsister at one time. Once in a while, we still talk. I have an older half sister. So, why did you get banned from the last one? Hello, Marina. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. You celebrate all that. Don't be afraid to give another thumbs up and add to the ones that are there and subscribe. I love it, the interactions. Ah, you spent your time marking. See, technically, yes. To my knowledge, you're supposed to be at least 13. But the dad in me doesn't have the heart to turn you guys away. Yeah, I like knowing funny things, Kimberly. I always like funny things. That's cool. I only learned a little bit of Spanish, and it's because of friends I've had that, well, from Mexico. Plus, my niece and nephew, they're half, like they're half the Cuban, so another Latin country. Hi again, Marina. Hello, hola. ¿Qué pasa? But yeah, ¿qué pasa means what's up. Let's see. I just saw a bird fly. Kind of odd at night, but yeah. Hmm. Let's see. That's okay. I kind of expected that you guys would have to go, Squinks. I hope to hear from you again. Favorite animal? I don't know if I actually have a favorite animal because I love animals anyhow. I do love cats because mostly because of how my cat's personality was. He would follow me like a dog and he would come when I'd call. Bye. That's fine, Squinks. I usually go on twice a day. Try to go on twice a day to make it easier for you guys to join into. Sandals. What you meant was sandals. Where is that? That adios. But yeah, you guys are actually awesome. And 8 thumbs up. I think that's the most I've had on a live stream. And I do have videos that you kids might, well, not kids, but everyone might enjoy as well. So, Marina, you keep saying hi. Yeah, my favorite song. I forgot you asked that part of it. That was the two-part question. Huh. My favorite song would probably be Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love. Nice. I'm glad that that you listen to your mother like that, and that that she regulates it, and you have that certain respect for her. Because I when yeah, but yeah, I'm glad. Touch. Who sings Touch? Do you know? So, and your favorite's a dog. And Marina keeps saying hi. So I'm wondering if you guys are into the 6-7 thing. Let me know if you are. My favorite music genre is probably rock, but I don't listen to just rock. Actually, it's probably tied between country and rock. I also grew up in a house with a jazz musician. My stepfather was a jazz drummer. So I did get to learn a little bit about that and different aspects. But there's also things that I learned of what not to be like from him. Like, because for him, if it wasn't jazz, he would make you, he would be mean to you and make, and so yeah, I learned not to be mean on things. The 6 7 6 7. I noticed that not is not a, either you're really into it or you're not really into it. Like for I actually like heavy metal too. My favorite is either Tool or I don't know. I actually Tool's one of my is actually one of my favorite groups too. My favorite is and hi again, Marina. I try to be. Was that in part? Well, after being a dad, yeah. But if someone's mean to me, I can usually be a lot meaner than them when I have to be. And at times I don't even need to say much. At times it's just a look, giving them a look. The but yeah. 46 and 2. I haven't heard of that. That's actually a very good song. I do have to agree with that. Squinks is a very good song. Really, you went to a heavy metal concert? The last concert I went to was a Five Finger Death Punch. That was in 2012. So I'm long overdue for a concert. And one of my friends that I work with, and she's also my boss. We recently mentioned it to each other. Have a good one, kiddo. Have a good one, Squinks. I hope to hear from you again. And when I at the Five Finger Death Punch concert, I was the smallest person in the mosh pit. I surprisingly came out with some like almost not hurt. A guy even tried to throw me around, and he realized that I could throw him around just as easy. He got mad at me. Security stepped in and took him away. It was kind of funny. I didn't get hurt, but he did come at me, and security stepped in after he tried to attack me. Well, don't throw around a small guy that can throw you around too. Because I'm about the size of a 13-year-old. Some 13-year-olds. 5'4" and a little over 100 pounds. That's cool that you've been playing electric guitar. I wanted to. I learned that my ears don't pick up the tune well enough. I can tell you if it's out of tune or in tune, but that's it. My hearing won't let me do any more. You think you just heard something on your roof? Do you think it's the reindeer and Santa landing? Sorry about that. I had to toot. But you guys are awesome this morning. I will say that, all of you guys. I love the interactions. I'm 40. That's part of the reason why I try to be a good influence on kids. I actually have more patience with kids than I do adults. You actually get to keep the guitar. That's awesome. That is awesome. These days, if I were to learn how to play an instrument, I think I would go with drums. Hi again, Marina. I actually, that, you guys actually have some pretty neat names on here. Hi, Harley. This is awesome, you guys, especially on Christmas. And this is what I wanted to do on Christmas, was have good interactions with viewers. And we've actually been going on for a while, over a half hour now. Thanks to you guys, it's been going by fast. And I owe it all to you guys. So thank you. Thank you to you guys. Oh. I actually wanted part of the reason why I do try to be good for kids is, well, teaching runs in my family, and I actually wanted to be a high school teacher. That didn't work out. I wrote because of the Army. But yeah. So I figured that I work with kids too. So I figured that is good enough. They're teenagers, but yeah. Well, I do hope that you enjoy school. I hope you guys all enjoy school. Let me know what the elves are up to. And I actually liked high school. The high school I went to had multiple different buildings, like a college. And it was actually called, well, is still called an academy. It's considered a semi-private school, or I think nowadays it's private, even though the town kids go to it. But technically, anyone in the world can go. That's awesome that you're in 4th. I did like 4th, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade too. Why are you scared for 6th? Hi, Marina. I can't understand that. I'm sorry, hon. There's nothing to be afraid of in 6th grade. Like, even when you get a locker and all that, it's not that hard to remember the number, which is what I was most worried about. When I was in middle school, at the one I went to, there was no recess. Now I guess there is. I live in Maine, in the most northeastern state in the United States. And we have, for us, it definitely is a white Christmas. And that's actually I think that's the last video that I posted was of this area, like downtown in one of the 2 towns that I live in. And the town I grew up in, right at the beach. All 53 students. When I went to school, I go live random. Where do I live? Okay. When I went to school, there was over 300 kids in my 1 grade. So, but that should be no problem, kiddo. What are they doing, Kimberly? And Girl on the Move, I think you'll actually do perfectly fine. So Harley, do you live in a spot that has snow? that typically get snow. So, like for us, it's not uncommon for us to get a foot of snow in one storm. And to the new viewers, don't be afraid to give a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I see that there's 5 viewers. So I'm loving this interaction. This is what I wanted for Christmas, believe it or not. So I am actually getting my Christmas wish because of you guys. I have not had my coffee yet. Like maybe. Aw. See, like one thing that I know that the mountains not too far from here has a bunch more snow. And hi again, Marina. Oh, I get what. Yeah, there's a difference on it having snow and it snowing. Yeah, but when no snow, aw, that's too bad. That's too bad because there's people that actually like snow. I don't like driving in it, but I do think it's pretty, and that's why I went and took video of it the other day when it was snowing. Was at the beach. It was nice. The trees are well. The trees are still all covered of snow, but I made sure to get that too. And even downtown, because with the Christmas lights, it was just pretty. They made such a big mess. Did they open their presents? Ooh. So, for the kids that are watching, I've actually been thinking about making a few videos just for kids. Let me know what you think of that. Hi, Squings. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of me making videos just for kids. I have thought about doing a video for kids, like at the beach, and just in nature, because there's so much to learn, even if it's just neat pointing out different types of trees. What's that? Hi, Mikey. So yes, I should probably do that then, which means I'm gonna have to do some learning as well, which I actually don't mind. What part of Africa? I've had friends and know people from. Yeah. One is outdoor activities. I like outdoor activities. Yeah, that might be a good idea, girl on the move. I don't stay up, I don't want kids to stay up because of me. That's part of the reason why I go live more than once during the day. 2 is crafts. I like crafts. Okay. Yeah, so you're the one. Nice to see you again, man. Merry Christmas. I think it was yesterday that you tuned in, or the day before, Mikey. And this is awesome, you guys. So, Mikey, what languages do you speak? Because I know you speak English, but I know that you probably know a bunch. At least most of the Africans I've met have spoken at least 3 or 4. Hey, for a kid, I don't know if you can see it yet or not, but it's starting to snow here on Christmas. And I don't think it was supposed to snow today. So, to the kid that wanted it to be snowing, I'm gonna thank you for the snow. You have to do some chores. Okay. Chores pay off when you're an adult. If you don't get why now, you will when you're older. And I'm actually thinking of going to go get some coffee. I don't mind bringing you guys on along with me. I really don't mind at all. But since my data is getting low, I might have to. We'll see how it goes. And actually, I'll stay here a little bit longer just to be on the safe side. Because right now I am connected to Wi-Fi. So you help get the house ready. Squinks. That's big of you. That's one chore I did not have. Cindy, Seth, Spanish and Japanese, Turkish, Dutch, and American. That's awesome. I know un poquito español. The only thing I know how to say in Turkish is salam. I don't really know anything in the others except American, and apparently I'm more fluent than most Americans according to studies. It's nice. So, a 15-year-old and a 7-year-old. Nice. And right in between, a little bit older and younger, huh? There's 15 years in between me and my sister, and she's older than I am. I'm actually closer to my niece's age than my sister's age. There's 15 years between me and my niece, and 15 years between me and my sister, 13 years between me and my niece. So yeah. Now you have a niece and nephew. Even my nephew has a kid now that's a few years old. So yeah, I'm a great uncle at 40 years old, and I'm not even that old at 40. I was actually a great uncle in my 30s. I think his kid's 3. So I would have been like 36, 37. So you're 14. Nice. I work with some 14-year-olds. The teenagers can be quite funny, to be honest. Like yesterday I was listening to some music because it was after we locked the doors. We closed early since it was Christmas Eve. Thank you. I'm enjoying you guys too. But I had my music going. The next thing I know, I think she's 16, but she starts dancing to the music I'm playing, and I couldn't help but to just smile at it because it's a kid being a kid. I like kids being free to be a kid, especially since it doesn't usually harm anyone as part of growing up. It's good for your brain too, and how you just all around. But yeah, one thing I do hope that happens with my videos and live streams is having a good impact on you kids. And a good influence. That's actually one thing that I hope that I am. That's part of the reason why this is what I wanted for Christmas. And Kate, feel free to let us know what you're opening for presents and what you get. Because you guys are actually awesome this morning. I don't usually stay on this long unless I actually have people viewing and that are actually interacting. Well, you guys are awesome. You guys, I love how positive you guys are. And some of you kids that have tuned in, I'll admit, have actually that's actually kind of funny in a sense. I'm not gonna let others see that, but and so you're 14 years old. And you got that for Christmas? That's kind of odd to give a 14-year-old. And you got slime for Harley. You got slime. My son used to love slime. He's into basically just video games now and horror. But I love horror too. I did not watch it around him, but he started watching the scary stuff all on his own. And if you haven't given a thumbs up or subscribed, feel free. And I love the comments. Yeah, I'm still waking up. I haven't had my coffee because I've been talking with you guys. It's awesome. So, since you love horror too, you might. I wonder if you'd like what I got my child. Hello, Kimberly again. So I got my child a figurine of the Annabelle doll. Now I love creepy dolls. Chucky is actually one of my favorites. And I like the Conjuring house too. I actually want to go visit the Conjuring house. It's I want to say no more than 3.5 hours away from me. I'd have to look it up again, but it's one that I can easily do in a day. Okay. Kate, that may not be a good thing to grow up too quick. And I hope that everything is okay for everyone, anyhow. And I hope everyone is having a good Christmas, a blessed one. Has the best day possible. It's not as I'm not saying it's bad to grow up quick, Kate, but there's a such thing as too quick. You're cooking noodles. Are you cooking oodles and noodles? A bunch of noodles? Or like I don't know if you guys were in earlier when I said that I actually did want to be a high school teacher at one time. The Army took me in a different direction though, but yeah. I actually love spicy food. To me, the spicier the better. Like the hotter the better, and I actually grow some of my own herbs. No spices yet, but I at least grow some of my own herbs. In the summer, when this summer coming up, I probably will show more of like my herbs and flowers that I grow. And I also do grow some food. That's actually kind of funny, Harley, how your brother doesn't. But we're all different. That's part of what makes the world great and what makes the world go round. You know? So plus that's part of what makes we all have different talents things that we're good at because of that. Like, I'm good at mechanical things like cars, machinery, but computers, not so much. But at the same time, I need computers to work on cars these days. So who would I turn to? If I can't fix it, who I need someone else to. So diversity is actually quite good. Like, one thing that I used to do was print newspapers until the newspaper shut down. I stayed there till the end. Yeah, I like jokes, so definitely I'd like to hear a joke. And I'm assuming it's not a knock knock. Yay. You guys are awesome this morning. So why did Santa have to go back to music school? I haven't heard this one. Hello, Mary Thickness. That's comical. I hope you have a good one, Blake Lynn. This is awesome, you guys. I'm trying to remember some of the jokes. That's funny. That is funny. And if you haven't, feel free to give a thumbs up and subscribe. You guys are already commenting, which is what I've wanted. So yeah. This is the best live stream I've ever had in the morning. Probably one of the best, if not the best so far. So let's just all work together to try to make them better. So let's see. I'm actually debating on going to go get coffee. But I want to show you guys a view first. Because right now it's pretty. Why do they become singer? So why did the elf become a singer? This view's awesome. But yeah, you guys are the best. Especially this morning for some reason, probably because it's Christmas. So, let's see. Do you know why? Let's see. I'm gonna have. Darn. But yeah. Well. Oh, there's some. You're still watching. Let's see. Whatchamacallit? So when I was a kid, one of the jokes that we used to tell each other is, why is there all the numbers afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. A little play on words. Cheesy, I know. But you guys seem to be slowing down for now. You guys, there must have been people that have ended up having to open presents. Knowing what time it is, I'm not surprised. But still, either way, that makes a good joke, Kimberly. Well, for right now, I think I'm actually going to get going. But I'll probably be back. I'm glad you do. But I'm probably going to be back in a little bit. And this way you guys get time to spend with your family, open presents. If it's the morning where you are, get your day started. But I'm going to get going, give you a chance to do that, because I have a feeling that my kid's going to be up soon. I'm not where he is. I have to go to where he is. He stayed the night at his grandfather's. So I'm going to go there. I'll probably chime in. But have a good one, blessed one. I hope to talk to you all again. If you haven't subscribed, feel free. That way, and click the little bell too, so that way you can pop in and talk again. Hopefully I'll know more jokes. Hopefully they'll come back to me. But see y'all again. Have a blessed one. Make the best of it and be positive.